You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Friday. Thanks for coming along for the ride as what are we at today? 4,515 episodes of the Daily Boost. That means we have less than 500 to go before, who knows? I said I would do 5,000 episodes. That was the goal 17 years ago. Pretty scary, huh? So today, a way to get things fast. Whatever you want, you can get it faster than you think. You might have to be, I want to say ruthless. That's probably not the word. I don't want to, well, it is. That's what I thought of. But you know what I mean. You just have to kind of cut to the chase. We'll talk about today how you get that, everything you want fast in life if you're willing to do what it takes. Yeah, big question there. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Stop letting life get in the way. That's pretty much what it is. But life is going to get in the way. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just going to happen. There's always stuff happens. Life gets in the way. I'm thinking about living here in Central Florida and the Daytona Beach area and going to the Daytona 500 and the bike week and all that stuff that happens around here. It's all fun. We're out there having a great time, but there's traffic everywhere. Life's getting in the way of our fun, isn't it? It just happens. There's nothing we can do about it except learn to see it in a different way. Think like a happy person. Happy people view it as if, hey, I know it's crowded, it's crazy, but look, we're a part of the fun. Let's go enjoy this thing. Learn to look at it differently and then have the life hacks, the little things that will make life easier for you. Now, here's the thing. I know we're smarty pants these days. We've had Google for a long time now. We got this AI thing happening these days. Really exciting, really scary in every possible way. But we're not any smarter than we were, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 years ago. We're just not. We just have more stuff in our brain now, which is, I think, making it worse. But all the basics in life that really get things to go the direction you want them to go, that hasn't changed. It's still the same. And amazingly, the more I do this job, the more I realize it comes back to basics. Because basics don't ever go away. We'll talk about that today. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder. I made this place up. I did. I make all this stuff up. Don't you understand that? I study a lot. I read a lot. I think a lot. But truthfully, I make it up. And you do too. You make up most of your life. You have a dream. You have you got an idea. Something I want to do. You make it up. You go do it, right? It happens. That's what makes life great. Coming up with an idea and making it become real. I'm also the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. My job is to motivate you in some way and give you some ideas. And I'll do that today as we get into the weekend. Before I start today's show, Fridays are always about a very cool question. Let me just say, if you've heard this before, listen to it again. Because every single week I get people say, Scott, I never stop to ask myself, how do I want to feel? Instead, I'm just reacting to everything going on around me and never really paying attention to myself. So I'm asking you to proactively say before you start your day today, how do I want to feel? If I have a meeting today or something going on, I have a pretty important meeting Monday morning coming up. That's it could be adversarial. It could be. It just kind of I didn't cause anything. Somebody else is in the middle causing stuff, and I got to do my thing. And you know what? How do I want to feel? More importantly, how do I want them to feel? I think about it in advance. It gives me a pre-planned response. Life gets better. So ask that question today. How do I want to feel? Getting what you want fast. Ooh, give it to me fast, Scott. Want it now. Instant gratification. Everybody wants that these days. It's amazing. The more instant gratification we get, have you noticed how the less satisfied we are? Kind of crazy. That earned gratification is really cool stuff, but nobody wants to do that anymore, do they? But there is a shortcut to it to getting what you want. Getting what you want fast. How do we do it?
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
How's that shortcut work? Quicker, faster, easier? Let's talk about that. So since you are what I would call a mover and a shaker, years ago when I started my first membership site, and we've still got a couple of things going on now, I called my members who were really getting out there and doing it every single day, I called them movers and shakers, because that's what they were. They were moving and shaking at the world. Now, you know, as a mover and a shaker, because you're a mover and a shaker since you're here today, you know the value of using your goals in day-to-day life, right? Now, I'm not a huge goal guy. I talk about goals because that's something that we need to talk about in the world. Most people communicate with the word goals. I will tell you, I am not a real goal guy. I'm outcome-based. I'm purpose-based. I tend to lead my entire life that way. I accomplish goals if they allow me to live my purpose and allow me to get the outcome that I decide I want at the time. But goals are magical. They're really magical little gems that will drive you in the direction you want to go, and they really do have the power to turn your dreams into reality. I just am not the kind of guy who focuses on goals. I don't have a ton of goals that I have to do. I probably have 3 or 4 at a time, but I know how I want to feel. I know what I want my life to be. I know when it's not going the way I want it to go, and I want to change it. I know what it's supposed to be. But still, goals are a good starting point to get the little things done. So here's a simple secret to using those goals you may have to get the massive success that you want. Pay attention. This is really difficult to do. You may not do it. You can do it. You're doing it already. You're already paying attention to the things that are most important to you anyway. Wait a second, Scott. What did you say there? You're already paying attention to the things that are most important to me anyway. What do you mean by that? I just want to accomplish my goals. I want to get what I want in life. I know that. But if they were that important, wouldn't you be doing them? Yeah, but I've got this to do first. But that must be more important to you. Got to pay the bills, Scott. Can't not show up for work. Yeah, I know. But over a period of time, you could change it and do something entirely different. You could do that. So here's a simple advice I can give you today. A lot of you are going to say, Scott, this is not the advice I wanted because it's not tactical. It's not 10 steps to make this happen. You won't do that anyway. Commit yourself to only taking action that moves you closer to your goals, your outcome, your purpose, period. Does that mean you can do it every single day? Does it mean you can simply say no to people? And this happens all the time. I've decided this is what I'm going to do, and you start saying no to things. You can't do it right away all at one time. But over time, you can begin to change your actions, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's getting a better job, whether it's treating your family better, making those changes along the way. Over time, you could do that. So we start today by doing this. Do you know what your outcome and your purpose is? Like I've said many, many times, I have a very simple purpose in life. It is I want to enjoy my day, have great dreams, and do it again. That's kind of it. I want to be excited. I want to do things that are going to get me, make life feel longer. And that's new activities, things that change my memory structure so I can do fun things and go, wow, that was cool. Every single day, including right now today, everything I have in my mind today, will be dedicated to only taking those actions, good and bad and in between, that will move me closer to my goal. When I say bad, what I mean is a negative action. Negative action means that there is something that I think is going to work for me, but it's not working for me, so I need to get it out of my way. Every single thing I do today, those sometimes are the hardest one to do. It's not always the things that you think you should do that are important to you that you go after. The actions that you think will take you closest to your goal. You may have noticed this. You may have figured this out. I have found that's not usually the case. I can take the actions to get me to my goal. You can take the actions to get you to living your purpose and doing what you want to do. You can do that. Life gets in the way. Those negative actions of taking the stuff that stops you and getting it out of there. That's a big part of it. But Scott, that's not, I don't like conflict. I don't like saying no. But it's the way it is. If you are committed to the purpose you want, if you're committed to who you want to be, if you're committed to doing what it takes every single day to drive you in the direction that you want to go, you are going to run into brick walls that need to be taken down. Be willing to do that. I'm taking down 2 today. Time's up. Stop me long enough. Stay focused. Say no. Slice and dice the day to create motion in the direction of your choice. So how long do you keep going? So I'm going to give you the same advice that I give people who are meeting a new person. A woman, a man, a new couple of some type. You're dating. Joy and I are coming up on 15 years married now. And I remember when I was dating her, a lot of folks were listening to me at the time because my first wife had just passed away. Literally 6 weeks before. But I met Joy and they said, okay, so what are you going to do now? How are you going to know if this is going to work? And I said, well, here's the basics of what I think a relationship should be. Forget how hard it is. Forget all the rules. Forget all the stuff you're supposed to be doing. Forget all that stuff. The basics are this. If you meet somebody, it's not 1 date, 2 dates, 3 dates, see what happens. No. You meet somebody and you enjoy their company. You keep going as long as it continues to serve you. You serve each other and it's good. You just keep going as long as it's good. And if it's good, then eventually you get engaged and then you get married. You do all the stuff that everybody does, right? You just keep going until it's good. And if it's not good, it's going to unwind anyway and it's going to go away. It is the same thing with your life right now and everything you're doing. If it's going good, it's going to keep going until it's going to unwind. So just like a relationship, the thing we need to be doing is doing the things that are going to keep it good. So if you like a job, do the things that are going to keep it good. Because ultimately, it's no drama here. It's going to go the other direction. But when you know what you want a good relationship, you want a good job, you want good family, you want good friends, you want all that good stuff, and you're willing to do exactly what it takes every single day, you end up with something called happiness on autopilot. Yep. Is it always easy? Not really. Sometimes it feels a little bit uncomfortable. But I promise you this, if you want something fast, you can change it quicker than you think. I would go so far as to say this, if you want to change your job, if you want to increase your income, if you want to get rid of your debt, there is a way today to start exactly what you're doing and do it faster than you think. You don't have to sit around and wait for it. You just have to be willing to open that door. What's the fastest, quickest way, the action that will get me there now? And have the courage to take it. That's a whole nother show, isn't it? I'm pretty good at the courage thing. I am. Yeah, I come up with an idea. I'm like, okay, let's go make it happen. In fact, it's gotten to the point I believe I can create anything I want to create. The problem is, do I want to create it? If I do, get ready. It's going to happen. If not, it'll never happen. I've learned that about myself already. All right, I want you to have a great weekend. Join me if you got some time. It's usually a little slow on Facebook over the weekend. Thank God I get some time off. Just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Call me out, tag me, whatever it is, and let me know that you want to say hey or whatever. I'll stop in and say hi to you and chat with you a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. I don't typically take friend requests a lot. I don't know why. I just don't, but I will chat with you on the group. Coming back Monday, how big do you dream? Not big enough, and it should be bigger. That's Monday's show. Have a great weekend. Happy days, happy nights. Repeat. I'll see you Monday.